Taylor Swift is undoubtedly one of the most influential figures in modern music. Over the years, she has transitioned from a country sweetheart to a global pop sensation. But it's not just her ability to cross genres that has made her a household name, it's her ability to reinvent herself with each album, keeping her sound fresh and relevant. Let's dive into Taylor's discography and explore her journey of success, reinvention, and what's next. Taylor Swift's journey began in 2006 with the release of her self-titled debut album. This record was a true reflection of her country roots, with songs like Tim McGraw and Teardrops on My Guitar catapulting her into the limelight. At just 16 years old, Taylor's songwriting was mature beyond her years, telling relatable stories of teenage love and heartbreak. The album marked the beginning of her songwriting career, and her unique ability to write from the heart quickly earned her a dedicated fan base. The success of Taylor Swift set the stage for her future albums, but it was clear even then that she had more in store. Her genuine storytelling and ability to connect with her audience was something that would define her career. In 2008, Taylor released Fearless, which would go on to become her breakthrough album. With tracks like Love Story and You Belong With Me, she solidified her place in the country and pop music scenes. Fearless was not just a commercial success, it was a cultural phenomenon. It marked the beginning of her widespread appeal and made her one of the most popular young artists of her generation. This album won 4 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, and Taylor became the youngest artist ever to win that prestigious award at the time. The success of Fearless wasn't just about the catchy tunes. It was about the emotional depth and authenticity Taylor brought to her music. She was no longer just a country artist. She was becoming a pop sensation with a universal appeal. With her third album, Speak Now, Taylor took a more personal approach to her songwriting. Each track on the album told a story, and many of them were inspired by real-life events, including past relationships. Back to December and Dear John are prime examples of Taylor's ability to express vulnerability and raw emotion. The album was a commercial success, debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200 and further cementing Taylor's position as a global superstar. Speak Now also showcased her growth as an artist, as she experimented with different sounds and explored more mature themes. You could totally see that she was no longer just the girl next door. She had become an artist with something really important to share. In 2012, Taylor took another big leap with her 4th album, Red. With catchy tracks like We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together and I Knew You Were Trouble, she dove deeper into the pop scene. Red was a game-changer, mixing country, pop, and even a bit of rock into a sound that felt just right. This album showed a more grown-up Taylor, tackling complex feelings and adult relationships. It was a massive hit, featuring some of her biggest songs ever. Red proved that Taylor could smoothly shift from her country roots to becoming a full-on pop icon, and it was clear her journey as an artist was just kicking off. Then in 2014, Taylor fully embraced pop with 1989. This album was a total shift from her country days, bringing a fun synth-pop vibe inspired by the 80s. Songs like Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Style were instant favorites, and 1989 shot straight to #1 on the Billboard 200. This album was a major turning point for Taylor. No longer just a country star, she had become one of the biggest pop stars around. 1989 was all about reinventing herself, and Taylor embraced the chance to be her true self, leaving her country image behind and fully diving into her new sound. The album snagged multiple Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, solidifying Taylor's spot in pop music history. By 2017, Taylor Swift had become a global pop icon, and Reputation marked a darker, more mature phase in her career. After a period of public feuds and media scrutiny, Taylor responded with an album that was unapologetically bold and fiercely personal. The album's themes of revenge, love, and fame were reflected in tracks like Look What You Made Me Do and Delicate. Reputation was a departure from the bubblegum pop of 1989, with darker, more electronic production and lyrics that addressed Taylor's struggles with the media and public perception. It was a brave move, showing that Taylor was willing to take risks and explore new territory both musically and personally. In 2019, Taylor returned to a more romantic, lighthearted tone with Lover. The album's vibrant, pastel aesthetic and songs like Me and You Need to Calm Down showcased a more playful side of Taylor. This album was a direct contrast to the darker themes of Reputation, signaling a return to joy and love. With Lover, Taylor once again proved her ability to reinvent herself. The album was well received by critics and fans alike, and it marked the beginning of a new era in Taylor's career, a time where she embraced self-expression, love, and peace. As Taylor's career continued to evolve, so did her music. The release of Folklore in 2020 marked yet another reinvention. This time, Taylor took a more indie folk approach, collaborating with Aaron Dessner of The National and longtime friend Jack Antonoff. Songs like Cardigan and Exile showcased her ability to craft introspective and emotionally complex lyrics, yet again shifting her musical style. This was a pivot from the pop sound of 1989 and Reputation, proving that Taylor could master a variety of genres while staying true to her identity as a storyteller. The album's minimalist sound and themes of nostalgia, longing, and self-reflection resonated deeply with fans and critics alike, further cementing her place as one of the most versatile artists of her generation. 2020 also saw the surprise release of Evermore, a sister album to Folklore. While Folklore explored themes of isolation and heartbreak, Evermore delved deeper into storytelling, creating an almost cinematic experience. Songs like Willow and Champagne Problems were deeply narrative-driven, further showcasing Taylor's evolution as a lyricist. With these two albums, Taylor Swift not only shifted the musical landscape, but also set the stage for a new era of more intimate and vulnerable music. Folklore and Evermore were not just musical milestones, but also marked a new chapter in Taylor's life, where she embraced creative freedom and took full control of her art. But Taylor's reinvention didn't stop there. With the release of her re-recorded albums, starting with Fearless, Taylor's Version, in 2021, Taylor embarked on a journey of reclaiming her music and her legacy. After a highly publicized battle over the ownership of her masters, she decided to re-record her first 6 albums. This decision was more than just a business move. It was a statement about artistic ownership and empowerment. Fearless, Taylor's Version, not only reintroduced the album to a new generation, but also showed fans how far Taylor had come as an artist. The re-recordings were met with widespread support and praise, and Taylor's decision to revisit her earlier work highlighted her growth, both as a person and a musician. As Taylor continues to re-record her catalog, fans eagerly await the release of Red, Taylor's Version, and beyond. With each new version of her past albums, she's adding new layers to her music and legacy, giving fans an intimate look at her evolution over the years. Her dedication to this project shows just how much her art means to her and how important it is for her to have full control over her work. Looking ahead, Taylor Swift's future seems boundless. With her highly anticipated album, The Life of a Showgirl, fans are speculating what direction she'll take next. Will she continue to explore new sounds and genres, or will she revisit her country roots? Whatever path she chooses, one thing is for sure. Taylor Swift's journey is far from over. Her ability to reinvent herself with each album, her commitment to artistic freedom, and her unwavering dedication to her fans will ensure that she remains one of the most influential artists of all time. From the country girl who sang about her heartbreak to the pop icon who defied expectations, Taylor Swift has proven that she is more than just a musician. She is a cultural force. As we await her next big move, we can be sure that it will be another chapter in an already legendary career. If you want to watch more hot and latest videos about Taylor Swift and her biography, make sure to subscribe to the channel. This video is made with AI, pulling info from reliable sources and social media.